commandments does not grieve you. Seek the Most High, thou do good, good things come unto thee, man. Now that doesn't mean because you do serve the Lord in truth and sincerity and faith to the best of your abilities, don't mean that bad things or contradictory things will not happen. All right, especially if you're a so-called black man or a Latino man, a Native American man. All right, of our people in general, we've been oppressed. It says Judah and Israel have been oppressed together. In Jeremiah 50 and 33, I believe. All right. But at the end of the day, this is to sum it up, and the moral of the story is it's coming to the end of this world. All right, the end of this world of the so-called white man, which is Esau. All right, Matthew 24 and 4, and Yahweh shall answer and said unto them, take heed that no man deceive you. Right, so you have a lot of deception. Why they do it by the way of social media? They do it by the way of money. You know, they do it by the way of marketing, deceiving you, keeping you blind, and keeping you distracted from the light and the truth. All right, Shalom. All right. Verse 5, for many shall come in my name, saying, I am the Lord, and shall deceive many. All right, because you understand, like it's saying Romans, the 11th chapter, say, for my people, Romans 10 and 2, it say my people have a zeal, but not according to knowledge. So you have a lot of people of these mega churches, your T.D. Jakes or your Joel and Momsteins and your Ernest Angeles, all these devils, you know what I'm saying, crypto dollars, all of them. And not only them, you have those within the Israelite community as well that go out here and deceive the sheep of the Lord as well, man. Deceive and play on that zeal that the people have. You had Romans 10. Just to edify, I think it's Romans 10 and 2.
Romans 10 verse 2, it says, for with the heart man believeth unto righteousness, it says, and with the mouth confession is made to salvation.
That's Romans 10?
Yeah.
Sure, Romans the 10th chapter?
Yeah. 10 verse 2.
No, 2.
Oh, 10 verse 2.
The second verse, my fault.
Romans 10, chapter 10 verse 2.
You start at 1.
Romans 10 verse 1, it says, brethren, my heart's desire and prayer says to God for Israel is that they might be saved.
And that's what we do. We come out here and confess that, especially Israel, so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, ultimately receive salvation, which you're only going to be saved through who you call Jesus Christ, which is Yahweh Shai, man. All right, and you got to worship him through spirit, man. Okay, that's what you got to experience the word to do. All right, go ahead. How you doing?
Hello. It says, for I bear the record that they have a zeal of God, not according to knowledge.
Right, they have a zeal. All right. Their record, they have a zeal that our people have an internal spirit and acknowledgement of the Most High, but it's not according to knowledge, man. All right, it's not according to wisdom. Ultimately, it's not according to fear neither. Okay. Because the Most High suffer you to fear him, not just love him. All right. Because respect, people don't respect the Lord. People respect men. You know what I'm saying? Because of what they can give them for, they have some type of fear. All right, or some type of, you know what I'm saying? Presence amongst them. You know what I'm saying? When the Lord, he got the biggest presence amongst us, but they think the Lord is more so, he's just loving, he's forgiving and merciful, man, when that's really not the case. You're going to see that, you know what I'm saying, on that fact as well. That's why I say many shall come in the Lord's name and shall deceive many. A lot of people are deceived by who the Lord is and ultimately of what he looked like, which is a shame because we're in the year 2024, and you got a lot of people that still nervous or out of their body or lose their top when you tell them that the Lord is a so-called black man, man. The prophet from the tribe of Judah, man, which was also a so-called melanin, which was one of the patriarchs of Jacob, all right, under that umbrella of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, all right.
It says, Romans 10 and verse 2, it says, right, bear the record that they have a zeal of God, but not according to knowledge.
Right, so it said he bear the record that they have the zeal of the Most High, but not according to knowledge. All right, we understand in Hebrew, the Lord said he come in the volume of the book. This book is the true knowledge of the Most High. You're not going to get this out of no colleges, no institutions, no universities, man. All right, because we live in a society that's ultimately anti-Christ. All right, yes, they use the Bible to manipulate and to put fear tactics into us, and they paint the likeness of their images and use it as a tool and a tactic to push white supremacy, man. All right, but at the same time, the Lord say that in the end, all things of dark shall come to light, and in the end, everything is being manifested. All right.
verse 3, it says, they being ignorant of God's righteousness and going about to establish their own righteousness, have not submitted themselves unto the righteousness of God.
Right? They ignorant. They submit their own righteousness, man. All right? They think that they give out turkeys during Thanksgiving. You know what I'm saying? That they're doing righteousness. They think because they give alms and they go to these churches and they give money, or they get baptized in water, or they think they're declaring their own righteousness, which within the word, a lot of things have transitioned and things change. The Lord said you got to be reborn inwardly, man. All right, you got to be baptized in the Spirit, not just in some water. All right, but a lot of people do things to declare their own righteousness, man. All right. Because you got to serve the Lord. It's plenty of good people, decent people out here that probably don't do nothing wrong. I mean, everybody, it's no perfect, man. Everybody's blamed. Ain't nobody blameless. You know what I'm saying? But you have a lot of decent, good people that have their head on straight. They don't give a lot of shit on Most High. All right? You see what I'm saying? The scriptures in Psalms 14 say, a fool said in his heart there is no God. You know what I'm saying? So you got a lot of people that just believe in karma, or believe in you get out what you put in, so they believe in that energy and the universe and things and that. But all that's really just a form of the Most High karma. All that is just the judgment in the hand and the power of the Most High. When it comes to him acting to judge you, that's all it is. See what I'm saying? So when it says through ignorance, our people declare their own righteousness. They do it off of their own, by their own heart. You know what I'm saying? By their own and private interpretation of the Bible, or if it's even of the Bible at all. Because like I say, our people have a zeal, but they don't have it according to knowledge because they don't apply it to the Bible, man. They just, hey, I believe it's a God. People die, people live, God may spare. People get lucky and things of that nature, man. It's just all by the hand of the Most High. All things are ordained by the power of the Most High. Keep going.
Verse 4 says, just for Christ, it says, it's the end of the law for righteousness to everyone that believes.
Hey, right, so you have to have faith in the Lord, man. You're not necessarily judged according to the 613 laws that were given to us. Most of that was fulfilled in love. That's why the Lord said he come not to destroy the law, but to fulfill. That's why then you go into Romans 13. Romans 10, where it say, I fulfill the law in love. Love thy neighbor, love thyself, love fulfill the law. So it comes in the spiritual things, how you conduct yourself as an inward man. That's how you fulfill the law and walk righteous. The Lord don't care about because you necessarily infringes, or you know what I'm saying, you in more than sackcloth clothing and things of that nature, man. The Lord don't care about how many Hebrew letters you can utter and things of that nature, man. All right. The Lord care about your heart, how you treat, how you conduct. But ultimately, don't be a hypocrite. But also, is you gonna lead people back to Him. All right. But the Lord is about gathering. We're not here about scattering. All right. Through the Spirit. Keep going. Romans 13. That was Romans 13 and 8 where the Lord say fulfilled. All right. Go ahead.
Romans chapter 10, verse 5 says, for Moses, describing the righteousness which is of the law, says that the man which doeth those things shall live by them.
Right, to do the things you should live by them. Go to Romans 10 and 13. Romans 10 verse 13 and 17. Right, because once again it says, which that's kind of going to something else. But you know what I'm saying, you should live by them. It was a law to give us some type of the knowledge, because it's saying in the book of Romans, that's the Spirit, that the law is the knowledge of sin. Right? So if there's no law, then it's no sin, which means it's still a law. It's just the law you have a knowledge of the sin of how you should conduct yourself as a creation of the Most High. All right, whether you're a man or a woman, first and foremost, man. All right? So that's why I say in Matthew 24, it says, and the Lord answered and said to them, take heed that no man deceive you. Okay? So you have a lot of people being deceived. It says, for many shall come in my name, saying, I am Christ, and shall deceive many. All right, so a lot of people are being deceived. But it says that we brought out of Romans, the 10th chapter, verse 2, if a far people have deceived, but not according to knowledge. So you have to have a teacher. Okay?
Romans 10 verse 13 says, for whosoever shall call upon the name of the Lord shall be saved.
Whoever shall call upon the name of the Lord shall be saved. Okay? All right? And that comes from your heart, man. The Lord know your words, because they say in Matthew 7 and 21, and that day they shall say, Lord, 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 have not we done this and done that? So, yeah, you know the name of the Lord, but that don't mean anybody, because you know the name of the Lord in Hebrew. You know what I'm saying? Really, it take a special spirit in you for to utter the name of the Lord first and foremost, to be honest. You know what I'm saying? But also, you can't cast your pearls before swine, man. All right? You know? So you gotta, you know what I'm saying? You gotta, don't give what's holy unto dogs. You know what I'm saying? That's a special name that you gotta ultimately put respect on. But it's ultimately of the spirit. But it say, you shall call upon the name of the Lord shall be saved. All right? But it's not elaborate.
It says verse 14, it says, how then shall they call upon him in whom they have not believed?
Right, so you have to have a teacher. You have to have an interpreter. You have to have, the Most High has to use a vessel. That's why the Lord said, I would choose a prophet of thy brethren, you know what I'm saying, for you to teach these things, man, for you to have knowledge of these things, man. All right? So it has to be a known. The Lord's not going to bring all in judgment. The Lord's not going to separate the sheep from the goats, separate the wheat from the tares. If there's no type of sign, no type of knowledge, no type of entity or some knowledge of anything at all about right or wrong or good and evil, man. Right? Because it tell you in the Garden of Eden, Eve, she had the knowledge of good and evil. And Adam took it as well. So everything from that point on, you know what I'm saying? Now you fight against the flesh, you in your own head. But you had a spirit, but you can get tempted by the serpent daily, man. Alright, so you had the knowledge of good and evil, but you living in a time where judgment is not executed speedily, so people think it's cool to be ignorant, or it's more acceptable to serve Satan. It's more acceptable to do things that's not right in the eyes of the Most High. All right, they think it's okay to sin. Okay, basically, this Sin City is a major city in America that people flock and go to. And they literally call it Sin City with no type of fear, no type of problem at all, man. You know what I'm saying? And majority of the music and the tunes and the vibration of this place is built off of blood and iniquity. That's why I say, woe to the city that's built, Habakkuk 2:12, that's built off of blood and iniquity. In America, and like a lot of these countries, mainly that Esau has taken and covered it with the sword. He built it by blood and iniquity. So that's why iniquity is at an all-time high, and that's why a lot of death is waging from it, because the wages of sin is death. So it's a lot of sin. It's a sin city. All right, the scripture talk about woe to the bloody city, man. All right, woe means destruction. All right, and that's why in Matthew 24th chapter, where the disciples were inquiring of the Lord, which people are not doing now to the prophets. You know what I'm saying? When is the Son of the Lord's coming? One stone is not going to be left upon another, man. People see, you know what I'm saying? But people obviously don't really consider, man. Especially in the house of Israel. And the other nations, at least, they may consider ask questions. You know what I'm saying? But of Israel, you know what I'm saying? 2/3 of our people, I'm going to say, that they, you know what I'm saying, they gone, they lost, man. All right? Yes, you going.
It says, Romans 10:14 says, how then shall they call on him in whom they have not believed?
All right, how should they call on him who they have not believed, man? All right? If they haven't believed in his Lord or have any knowledge of him, how should they call upon him, man? It's the same aspect that we have in a quote-unquote black community. The only thing, especially amongst black men, is pushing upon them is athletes and rappers and artists. That's all they know. So that's why you have mass majority of black men. That's all they introduced to. It's athletes and entertainers. That's it. It's not necessary. They don't know. Average black kid that's growing up in Cleveland, growing in Chicago, Harlem, Brooklyn. You know what I'm saying? Compton, South Central LA. They don't necessarily know an average lawyer or a doctor, or, you know, quote unquote, let's just say a mayor or a billionaire, entrepreneur in some fashion that has his own power, man. You know what I'm saying? And most of them is all puppets and things of that nature being used. You know what I'm saying? To manipulate. You know what I'm saying? But as far as that independence and a positive, I'm gonna say, figure in their life, male influence is usually a basketball player or a rapper. You know what I'm saying? And like we say, these rappers, they ain't doing nothing but pushing a negative, sinful vibration. Okay? They're not necessarily teaching our people the name of the Lord. Because this is a song as well. We singing the song. We're the Lord say we looked at it as a spectacle, but we looked at it as a spectacle and fools for the Lord's name's sake. You see what I'm saying? But because we spewing the Lord's song, we spewing, you know, repentance, we're spewing humbleness. You know what I'm saying? Self-examination. You see what I'm saying? But they say they hate of him that rebuketh at the gates, man. Because our people is going the wrong way. You know, with Christ, and they don't want to receive correction for the most part, not all, but for most, man. Or they want to seek the Lord on their time. You know what I'm saying? And unfortunately, the only time that matters is the timetable that the Lord is working on. The Lord's not working on our plans, man. Never did, never will. You know? Go ahead, bring that last verse back.
Romans chapter 10 and verse 14 says, how then